once you crosses that one, you become normal taxable person. Whatever the rate applicable to your supply, you will have to pay to the government by collecting it from customers to whom you made the supply. Understood? The question may come when the option will lapse. The option availed by a registered person under subsection 1 shall lapse with effect from the day on which his aggregate turnover during a financial year exceeds the limit. Exceeds the limit means threshold limit in both the cases. In the above case also, in this case also. As soon as the threshold limit exceeds, you become the normal. When you become the normal, you guys have to collect the normal tax rate applicable to that supply from the customers, pay the same to the government. Understood? Until you become normal, until you became a normal taxable person, whatever the sales you made, you are not supposed to collect tax from the customers. You will have to pay whatever the sales you made, on which 3% in the case of service, in case of manufacturer 0.5, in case of trader 0.5, in case of restaurant 2.5. Whatever the tax you pay on composition, you are not entitled to claim any input tax credit of the input tax, whatever you have paid while purchasing of goods or receiving of any service.
Sir, some restaurants recover 2.5%, 2.5%. No, that is not correct.
That is not correct, but they recover.
Okay, sir.
Normally, it should be inclusive in food. But the restaurant will show it as CGST 2.5, CGST 2.5. There will not be any IGST. Why? Once you do the interstate supply, automatically you are out of composition scheme. That is one of the condition. You are not supposed to do any outward interstate supply. You can purchase from state, another state, but you are not supposed to sell to the another states, supply to the another states. See, we will see one problem. Mr. A retailer presents the following information for the year. Purchase of goods 30 lakhs, out of which goods worth rupees 2 lakhs purchased from unregistered dealer. Sale of goods 49 lakhs. He has opted for the composition scheme. Show the treatment in GST, assuming that the rate of GST is 0.5%, and 9% CGST and 9% SGST. That means on this 49 lakhs, you will have to pay 0.5, CGST 0.5, SGST 0.5. Under composition scheme. Understood? Very simple. Only thing, if they ask the problem, if you get the problem, please apply the logic. I mean to say the provisions along with the logic. You will be expected to calculate how much is the tax payable. GST payable. Tax payable means GST payable. There will be some few transactions on which you have to calculate how much is the aggregate turnover. How to calculate aggregate turnover we have studied. On that aggregate turnover, apply if it is if he is a manufacturer, 0.5%, 0.5%, including exempted supply, you need to apply 0.5% in case of manufacturer. If he is a trader, only on the taxable supply you need to apply 0.5%, 0.5%. And in case of restaurant, 2.5%, 2.5% on the value of supply. Understood? In case of service provider, 3%, 3%.
Sir, one small question. That 2 lakh rupees is supplied by unregistered seller.
Yes.
So he need not pay any tax on that.
Because there is an RCM. If any purchases is made from unregistered person, you will have to pay tax on RCM, but it is not been effective. I mean, not there. You will purchase fruit from him. The company may purchase the fruit from that street vendor. He is unregistered. You will book it as expenditure, staff welfare expenditure. Right? In that case, there is no what is that enabling of the provision as of now. But they have made it in the act. They have included it in the act, but they have not been made effective. I think going forward, some fine day, they will make that one also effective. That means anything you purchase from the unregistered, you will have to pay GST on reverse charge. To understand, it is not that easy to pay GST on reverse charge also, because that supply which you are getting from the unregistered person, you need to understand what is the rate applicable to that. Okay, if you pay lesser rate, that becomes, what is that? Intention to evade tax. Penalty attracts, interest attracts. There are so much complications. Okay, hence for the time being, for few things they have made it mandatory RCM. For other things, they are not been made effective.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. A person availing composition scheme during a financial year crosses the turnover of rupees 150 lakhs, 75 lakhs during the course of the year. I told no, when it lapses, say he crosses the turnover in the month of December, will he be allowed to pay tax under composition scheme for the remainder of the year? No. Why? Once the threshold is achieved, after that you becomes automatically normal person. That means you have to intimate to the officer that my turnover has been crossed. Now you will have to pay the tax as per normal scheme. Normal scheme in the sense, others who pay tax, you have to pay tax according to that normal procedure. All these things, it's very easy. Spirit Brothers engaged in the sale of spare parts of motor vehicles have opted for composition. During the year, apart from sale of these spare parts for rupees 1.2 crores, they also provided maintenance service, both. What is that service component if they are doing along with the sale of goods? 10% of the turnover or rupees 5 lakhs, whichever is high, to their few customers, for which they earned revenue of rupees 8 lakhs. That means they got 8 lakh from the service. That means how much? Till how much they can provide service. Please advise the eligibility of the Delight Brothers on the composition levy under section 10. 10% of 1.2 crores is how much? Ten percent of 1.2 crores is how much?
12 lakhs.
12 lakhs. Or rupees 5 lakhs, whichever is high, which is the highest one?
12 lakhs.
12 lakhs. Up to 12 lakhs he can provide service. At what amount he has given? Up to what amount he has given this service?
8 lakhs.
8 lakhs. That means he is eligible to continue as composition scheme. Okay. See, under section 10 of the CGST Act, the registered person opting to pay tax under the composition can, apart from manufacture or supply of goods, provide service not exceeding 10% of their turnover or rupees 5 lakhs, whichever is higher. In this case, the turnover representing the service component is 8 lakhs, which is less than the 10% of the total turnover. Thus, Delight Brothers shall be eligible for composition levy in that financial year. Okay, shall I twist the question here? 1.4 crores, 1.45 crores, this turnover. Instead of 1.2, 1.45. The other things remain same. Tell me, can he continue as composition scheme? 3 lakhs as service component. Can he continue to be under composition scheme? 1.45 crores. This service component is 3 crores. Can he continue?
He can continue.
Because there is a 2 lakh shortage. Right? Are you listening? The questions will be framed like this. These kind of questions you will get. Old scheme, new scheme, whatever the scheme it is. Procedural aspect. Please go through this one. Okay. See. Conditions. There are certain conditions. To opt the composition scheme, one should satisfy the following conditions. What are those? The supplier or the registered person should not be a casual taxable person or non-resident taxable person. I will tell you all these things once we go forward. Okay. Now it is not that important. Just remember, casual taxable person, in capital letters you write CTP. CTP. I will be keep pronouncing this one CTP. This one NRTP, non-resident taxable person. CTP, NRTP. Okay. When he opt for the composition scheme, normally you cannot opt composition scheme in the middle of the year. You can apply for that, but the composition scheme will become effective only from 1st April if the business is continuing one. If business is not continuing one, the fresh business, you can opt any point of time. I mean to say, once you start the business, from that day you can opt. But if the business is continuing one, that means previous year it was in existence. For this year also it is going to continue. During the middle of the previous year, you cannot opt. You can apply for the composition scheme. The composition scheme will become effective only from 1st April if it is a continuing business. Okay. The goods held in stock by him have not been purchased from unregistered person. That means no input tax credit and all there. You cannot claim ITC. Okay. He shall pay tax under subsection 3 or subsection 4 of section 9. That means RCM or unregistered person, this one, on inward supply of goods or services. He is not engaged in the manufacture of goods as notified under clause E of subsection 2 of section 10. PAIT, pan masala, aerated water, ice cream, tobacco and tobacco products, tobacco manufactured products. You should not be engaged in those kind of products. And I showed you ash, grey ash bricks. Those things, you are not involved in the manufacture of that. Please see the word manufacture. You can have the trading of those things, but not the manufacturing. Or you guys have to keep an eye on certain words. This is one of the key. Okay. If he is a trader, still he can be in composition scheme. Since you are a manufacturer or manufacturing those articles specified in that section, you are out of composition scheme. That means you will never get the composition scheme. Sir, what happens? I will be doing some other business. Also, I will be doing these products. You are not eligible to opt composition scheme. Okay. Whoever under the composition scheme has to display in the prominent place at the registered premises or place of business that you are a composition dealer. I think you guys might have seen in hotel also composition dealer like that, or composition supplier they would have mentioned. Okay, and in bill also you should mention you are a composition dealer. All these things are administrative provisions. There is nothing to explain. Hence, I am leaving all these things. Please go through that. Please remember the timelines. There are 7 days, 15 days, 30 days, like that timelines are given. Please make a note of those things. Okay. Then composition scheme, this much. How many composition scheme are there? Section 10(1), there are 3. One is manufacturer, another one is service provider with respect to restaurant business, and another one is trader. Manufacturer and trader, the rate of composition levy is 0.5% CGST, 0.5% SGST. No interstate supply is allowed. Outward supply is not allowed. Okay. And in case of restaurant, 2.5%, 2.5%. In case of manufacturer, you should not engage in the manufacturing of PAIT products. In case of trader, you can trade those things also. In case of manufacturer, the GST will be calculated on the aggregate turnover, including exempted and non-taxable supplies. In case of trader, only on the taxable supply 0.5% CGST, SGST to be applied. Okay. There is another section, section 10(2)(a), exclusively for service providers. Even the goods also, goods, dealer of the goods, manufacturer of the goods also comes under this. But there is a higher threshold limit. Why do they opt 50 lakhs threshold? Normally they will opt that one. In service component section 10(2)(a), if the aggregate turnover of the preceding previous year is 50 lakhs or less, they can opt the composition scheme under this section, and they will have to pay GST, CGST and SGST of 3% of the aggregate turnover. Okay. When it lapses, when the aggregate turnover exceeds the threshold limit, immediate day he ceases to be a composition dealer. Liability to pay GST. There are two levies. One is FCM, forward charge mechanism. Another one is RCM. I think I explained. FCM means normal transaction, whatever you are going to do daily basis. When you go to any shop, when you purchase any item, you pay tax along with the goods. Along with the value of goods, you pay tax. The supplier will collect the value along with the GST. That is called as forward charge mechanism. In reverse charge mechanism, the supplier who is supplying is not liable to pay GST. Instead, recipient of the supply is liable to pay GST. That is the difference between FCM and RCM. They will not ask the questions, but there is a practical problems will come on both. 100% this will be there. Calculate tax means this will be there. This is also highly important. We are going to study exclusively RCM. I think maybe in the back side, I mean to say previously, I would have skipped that one. Only thing, okay, now it is coming here. Okay, I thought it would have gone. Once I complete this chapter, I would have gone to that. Now, it is still not yet covered. Okay, see. Situation under which RCM becomes applicable. RCM means what?
Reverse charge mechanism.
What is that means?
The supplier of goods or services is liable to pay GST.
Recipient. Forward charge is supplier.
Yes, sir. So reverse charge, supplier of goods or services is not liable
To pay. That means recipient is liable to pay. It is easy to remember. Recipient will liable to pay GST. He will generate the self invoice, RCM invoice. Once he pays the GST, he can take the credit. Once we come to ITC chapter, I will tell you. There are many things to learn in this. Okay, 100% question you will get, especially with respect to RCM. For new scheme, old scheme, 1 marks question will come. Okay, around 8 to 10, 8 to 10 or 10 to 12, something, some supply of services are there for which RCM is applicable. They have given the list. We need to analyze the list and we need to understand also. Okay. Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, CBIC, has notified a list of goods or services. Don't bother about goods. You will not get question on goods. services you need to concentrate on which RCM is applicable. Supply by unregistered dealer to registered dealer. That one we saw in 9.4. Okay, it is as of now no need to learn. It is not there also. In case of services provided by e-commerce operator, liability to pay tax lies on the recipient of the services. Okay. With respect to this, let me clarify, because see, you are a hotel. I'll just write hotel. Okay. This is Oyo. And this is you. What hotel does? Hotel will get listed in Oyo, Amazon. Assume in that way Oyo, Amazon like kind of a thing. Okay. What you will see, you will browse in Google and you will access the Oyo websites where the accommodations are given. You will book through Oyo. Okay. But Oyo will send you the details of relating to this hotel. Please understand. You go and stay there few days and nights, 3 days, 4 days like that you will stay. You will make the payment either to the hotel or advance booking you would have done there. Now tell me, to you, who is giving services to you? Is it the hotel giving services to you or Oyo is giving services to you?
Hotel is giving services to me.
Have you booked the hotel directly?
No, it's through Oyo.
Oyo is giving services to you. To whom Oyo is also giving services to whom? That means hotel is giving services to Oyo. Oyo in turn giving services to you. Are you guys understanding? Oyo is receiving services to you, services from hotel. Oyo is giving services to you. This is the concept. Okay, assume Amazon. You book some goods. Is supplier is giving the goods to you? I mean, sending the goods to you, or Amazon is sending the goods to you? If something happens, you will catch hold of that supplier or Amazon?
Amazon.
Amazon. That means Amazon is supplying the goods to you. If something happens in the hotel, will you raise the complaint to Oyo through whom you have booked the accommodation, right? Hotel, what the hotel people will tell? You haven't booked with us. You have OYO, please raise the complaint to them for the bargaining and other things. OYO will reply to you. That means OYO is giving the services to you. Okay, here OYO is receiving the services to you. In this transaction, OYO will have to pay tax on RCM. In this transaction, forward charge mechanism. OYO will collect the tax from you. OYO will pay tax to the government. Hotel to OYO. OYO is receiving the services. He will not collect the tax from the hotel. Instead, he will pay the tax on RCM basis. Okay. He is the recipient. OYO is the recipient. In this case, you are the recipient. Hotel to OYO, OYO to you. I will not touch the goods. We will only discuss supply of service because most of the goods are agricultural product. Most of the goods are agricultural product. GTA, advocate. Okay, let me see. All these things are given in one. Okay, there are around 16 services are there. In that, 2 or 3 services are very important. See, these are all goods. I will not touch that one. I will come to directly the service. Okay, services notified under RCM. You guys need a break before we start this one because it takes too much time to complete. Minimum one hour I require. Or shall we do few things and take a break like that? Which one you prefer?
Yes, I think we can continue a little longer and then take a break.
Okay. The thing is, first I will cover a few simple ones, then I will come back to the little challenging ones. Okay. I will leaving for the first one. Once we complete few other things, we will come back to that. Okay. This one is straightforward, easy. Services provided by an individual advocate. What they are saying? He is an advocate. He is senior advocate. Okay. Malini and Gahana will explain us in a better way who is senior advocate and advocate. Okay, I will let them answer in that case. Okay. Services provided by an individual advocate, including a senior advocate or a firm of advocates by way of legal services, directly or indirectly. Okay. first you need to understand the columns. See, who is providing? This is the supplier of service. This is the category of service, means advocate services. This is supply of service. Who is the recipient? This one is important. This one is important. Third column is important. Recipient. To whom they are providing the services? Advocate, firm of advocate or senior advocate, to any business entity located in the taxable territory. That means if these two, advocate and senior advocate or firm of advocate, providing the services to what they are told? They are told business entity. Business entity means what? Business entity means what? Is it only company?
No, sir. It can be partnership, proprietorship.
It can be anything who is doing the business and who is registered under GST. Okay, business entity. If individual advocate, firm of advocate or senior advocate providing the services to any business entity, this business entity's turnover more than 20 lakhs. Business entity's turnover is more than 20 lakhs. Up to 20 lakhs exempted, more than 20 lakhs. Normally in exemption chapter we study. Again we study this one. If the business entity's turnover is exceeding 20 lakhs, then the business entity has to pay tax of the legal services whatever they have received on RCM, reverse charge basis. Okay, for the time being, don't get confused. Leave it this one as it is, because once we study the exemption, I will link to this. Just as a plain, we will see any services of advocate, firm of advocate or senior advocates received by a business entity, the service charges whatever they pay, like the professional charges, on which GST has to be paid by business entity on reverse charge basis. Any confusion in this? Is there any confusion?
No, sir.
Please, anyone throw a light on who is senior advocate?
So senior advocates are always appointed through another law firm or an advocate. So we cannot directly take up matters directly from the court.
I mean senior advocate, you mean to say the appointed by the law bar of lawyers or what? There is an association, no, they appoint or it will be appointed by the government?
Sir, High Court advocate recognizes some advocate as a senior advocate, and it is recognized by bar council.
Okay, that means any person, any individual or any firm, any individual who has acquired some experience, on that basis they declare them as senior advocate, right?
Yes.
Okay, all these things point, please remember, in exemption chapter we will see arbitral tribunal. This is also same as advocates. Advocate and arbitral tribunal both one and the same. For our understanding, keep it in that way. Very simple. Arbitral tribunal and advocates. Whoever is the recipient of the service, they have to pay tax. Okay. See, services supplied by an arbitral tribunal to a business entity. Who is providing service? Arbitral tribunal. Who is receiver? Business entity located in taxable territory. Okay, RCM. Now, let me answer. Please answer me. Husband and wife approach a lawyer for the divorce. The advocate charges 5 lakh rupees for the divorce case. Is RCM applicable?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Husband and wife approach a lawyer, and the lawyer charges 5 lakh rupees for the case, and they got divorce, and husband will pay 5 lakhs. Is RCM applicable on that?
Not applicable because he is not in the taxable territory.
No, he is in Bangalore only.
I see.
They are not a business entity.
That is the catching point. The husband and wife are not the business entity, right? It is applicable only to the business entities. Is the divorce is the business of the husband and wife? Like these questions you get, please be aware. Especially old scheme. That doesn't mean that new scheme students will not get. You might get one transaction in between some other taxable transactions. Understand? 2 and 3 we covered. Fourth one. Services provided by way of sponsorship. Sponsorship means what? Which is the sponsorship you guys have seen? Sponsored by, co-sponsored, like that. Tata IPL, Byju's IPL. Have you guys seen IPL matches?
Yes, sir.
They use the word Byju's IPL, Tata IPL. Like that, no? Understand. Sponsorship to any body, corporate or partnership firm. To any body, corporate or partnership firm. Who is providing the sponsorship service? Any person. To whom they are providing? To any body, corporate or partnership firm located in taxable territory. Okay. Who is the brand ambassador of Kalyan Jewelers? Have you guys seen the advertisement? Which are you guys have seen? Tell me.
Shivraj Kumar, sir.
Shivraj Kumar. Earlier it was there are multiple actors comes in Kalyan Jewelers. Malba Jewelers, I think Puneet Rajkumar was there. What are all the other ads you guys have seen? Example, Tata IPL, Vivo IPL. Okay. Now tell me how it works, the sponsorship. The Vivo company will give kit, bat, gloves, pad, shoes, t-shirts, trousers. Everything will be given to the players. Assume that 10 lakh rupees worth of items they will give to the players. All cricket players, Indian cricket players. Now tell me, who is giving the services to whom? Who is giving the services to whom? If what is it? Vivo company is giving the cricket kit, gloves, kit means everything, dress, everything worth of 10 lakh to each player. Who is giving the services to whom?
Vivo is giving it to the cricket teams.
Vivo is giving the services to cricket team. Or cricket team is giving to the Vivo.
Cricket team is giving to Vivo, sir.
Cricket team is giving the services to Vivo. Okay. Sponsorship. That means they will be having an agreement with the BCCI, Board of Cricket Control of India, to sponsor to the players. Vivo and BCCI. Vivo will pay the amount to the BCCI. In turn, BCCI will provide the facilities to the players. In the jersey, they put Vivo. That is, they are sponsoring. Vivo sponsoring. That means they are recipient of the service. Display of the logos, display of the product name, display of the company name is nothing but providing the service. Who is receiving the service? That company is receiving the service, for which the company will provide the amount to the respective association or person. Okay. In that case,
Can you give, say now Virat Kohli is Vivo's ambassador, so can you give in that sense?
Vivo is providing the services to the Vivo. Because leave everything. You guys have seen the cricket bat, MRF?
Yes.
Okay. Who is providing the services to whom? That player is providing the services to MRF. See, how to remember, how to apply the logic in this kind. Who is making the payment to whom? Will Virat Kohli make the payment to the MRF, or MRF will make the payment to Virat Kohli?
MRF is making payment.
That means they should receive the service, no?
Yes.
Will the provider of the service make the payment, or receiver of the service will make the payment?
Receiver.
Obviously, right? That means sponsorship. In this case, Virat Kohli is providing the services to MRF. MRF will pay whatever the amount paid to the Virat Kohli for displaying the MRF logo or name, on which MRF company will pay GST on reverse charge mechanism. Understood? Yes, no,
Yes, sir.
confusion. I will come back to that 5. Okay. Sixth one. All 5A, 5B, 5C are related to land. Once for all, we can finish off after the break. These are all simple one. I am completing. Services supplied by a director. By a director means director is giving the services to company or body corporate. Okay. Who is providing the service? Director is providing the service. To whom? Body corporate. Whatever the amount payable to the director, on which company will have to pay tax on RCM. Not the whole-time director. Whole-time director is an employee of the company who is not the employee. Other than employee, in the capacity of the employment, whatever the payment made by the company to the directors, on which they will have to pay tax on RCM. Next, sixth one completed. Seventh one, services supplied by an insurance agent to any person carrying on insurance business. That means, example, LIC. LIC is the insurance company or insurance agent. Is LIC insurance company or insurance agent?
Insurance company.
Company, sir.
Insurance company. They will be having so many agents, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who is providing the services to whom? Assume that agent will sell the policy to you. You in turn make the payment to the insurance company. Agent will sell the policy to you. I mean, he will fill all the names, particulars, everything he will fill. He will collect the amount from you also. He will deposit the amount to insurance company. Now tell me from your point of view, who is the recipient of the insurance service in case of you?
I am the recipient, sir.
You are the recipient of the service. In case of insurance company and the agent, who is the recipient of the service?
LIC company, sir.
Company is the recipient of the service, for which insurance company will make a commission payment to the agent for the policies done. Do you guys agree with that?
Yes, sir.
On that, the LIC company will have to make the payment of GST, whatever the commission paid to the agents. See, the logic behind all these things. How many insurance companies may be there in India? How many? Maximum. Maximum insurance companies in India. I don't want the exact number. I'm just asking. Maximum. ICICI Lombard, HDFC, SBI, LIC, Bajaj, Aditya Birla. How many are there?
Maybe over 30.
Maximum 30. We can take it as. How many agents may be there with respect to each company?
Hundreds of agents, sir.
Not only 100, thousands, lakhs of agents. Is it possible for the GST, I mean to the department, to have a track of each agents? Is it easy to track 30 or is it to track to 1 lakh? Which one is easy?
Easier to track 30.
30. That's the reason why the liability has been fixed on the recipient of the service with respect to insurance and with respect to some of the banking transactions also. It will come banking. Are you guys understood what is the logic behind having all these kind of RCM on insurance? This is the logic. It is very hard to have control on lakhs of agents. Just imagine if all lakhs of agents do the compliance, how much burden the server has to take. Right? Okay. Next one, eighth one. Services supplied by a recovery agent to a banking company. Services supplied by a recovery agent. Please, you have to be very careful here. A recovery agent there. Another one is business correspondent is there. Two things you need to remember. To a banking company or a financial institution or NBFC. Okay, recovery agent. Okay, a recovery agent. Just let me scroll down. Have they mentioned what is meant by recovery agent? We will have to see. They should, ideally. mentioned. They haven't mentioned recovery agent. Recovery agent. Okay. Whether is that partnership firm can be a recovery agent, whether RCM is applicable or not, we need to see for that. In few cases, they have mentioned individual. Recovery agent, according to me, it should be individual, but it can be given to firms also. They mentioned recovery agent here, okay. Recovery agent means what?
Recovery agent can be any person.
Do you guys have any idea about this recovery agent?
Yes, sir. So banks usually appoint them to recover
Dues.
dues.
Dues. Okay. Who is giving the services to whom?
Recovery agent is giving services to
Services to bank. There are thousands of recovery agents will be there. Few banks will be there. As I told you, as the logic applicable to insurance agent, same logic applicable to this one also. Hence, it is very easy to track the banks, organized sector. Okay. The bank, whatever the commission payment they make to the recovery agents, on which the bank has to pay GST on RCM. Understood? The logic why RCM should be applied because of volume of the recovery agent, insurance agent, those fellows. Normally, recovery agent will be normally individual, but it can be firm also. Okay, we saw no actionable claim. This is one of the actionable claim where you take the action to claim. That is called as actionable claim. Okay, we stop it here. After that, I will continue from 9 and I will go back to the GTA last. It is 4:30.